Hello and welcome to JV West Season 5, Round 5. We are starting up the second half of the season here, and as we go through pre-qualifying, let me give you a look into how the situation is looking in the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship right now. Drivers' Championship, first of all. Game on Goose after 4 rounds still leads with 50 points, having won the opening 2 rounds. Prolime of Avionics Racing, new team owner, is currently ranked second with 41 points. Gamer 15 goes up to third with 40 points after winning in Sunderland Hill. Then it's Toad, Speed, Arya, Carmona, Cloud, Edward Eto's, Masker Bravest, Mr. Crunk, Matsrove, a great car but not a great season so far. Botti, Ellie, Boken, Jeff, Yoa, Pumpkin, G4, Smalls, Belgian Senna, Kiato and Banana Boy. All 20 drivers have scored at least 1 point and 17 of them have scored double digits of points. Constructors' Championship, slightly more important. Flying Fox currently in the lead in that promotion spot with 76 points, but INR have caught up quite a bit recently and they are now 9 points behind Avionics, with a respectable third with 53 points. Scuderi Carmona, recent relegatees, down in fourth with only 44 points, but looking to continue their way on up. Get back to CV as soon as possible. Aston Martin with 43 points despite a bad car. They are doing very well with the token spends. Mats are currently down in 6th. Really need to get it all fixed up. Toad Racing in 7th, Electric Racing in 8th, only 2 points between these 3 teams, and Aston Martin only 1 point behind SCR. Go Motorsports currently down in 9th with 15 points, into Monkey Racing in 10th with 11 points, and the worst car of cars, Toad Racing, the other recent relegatee, just like Scuderi Carmona, looking to make their way back, but it will be a struggle in any case. I think it's time for the qualifying, so let's get right into it. Here we go. 3 minutes. Boost recharges every lap. No tire wear, no rain. 3 minutes worth of laps to show everybody just what you have. Let's take a look at the token spends here today, but first the car stats. We've got very many successful speed upgrades from SCR and INR. They reach level 5. Speed Matzer reach level 4. Electric and Avionics reach level 3. And Toad Racing reach level 2. A lot of acceleration upgrades as well. As they finish their first lap, it won't be a complete flyer, but it looks like Yoa goes on provisional pole from that. Acceleration upgrade for Flying Fox, for Aston Martin, for Go Motorsports, and a double acceleration upgrade for the Monkey, as well as a triple turbo for them. Quintuple upgrades this week for them, so they're looking to get back up in there. Mats are the only team to succeed, and another grip upgrade. And Flying Fox, the other team other than the Monkey to succeed. A turbo upgrade, just one for them. But now Jeff crosses the line. He goes 34.03. Gamer up to the front row. Masker Bravest up to third. Yoa's up in 4th. Mr. Crunk down in 9th. That's what it looks like after the second lap. Let's take a look at the token spends then, because the token spends for this race are absolutely enormous. There is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers not spending any tokens this race. Only 5. Can you believe that? Incredible stuff. 3 drivers spending 4 tokens here today. Yoa improves up to 3rd. Prolime goes on provisional pole. and they are Jeff Day Jeff, Kiato, and Masqueravis. Currently, we have Jeff in second, Masqueravis in sixth, Kiato in eighth. With 4 tokens, they are not performing too well in qualifying. Then we have Ellie spending 1 token, he's down in 15th. Boken spending 2 tokens. Mr. Crunk and Yoa both 2 tokens. Botty spending 3. G4 spending 2, Prolime spending 2, Pumpkin spending 3, Smalls spending 2, Banana Boy only 1, Edvarditos spending 1, and Gamer15 spending 2. Let's take a look at the end of qualifying here. Prolime only spending 2 tokens. He is currently on provisional pole with a great lap, but Jeff Day Jeff, on average, is doing some amazing laps here. He's just looking for that one lap where it all goes right, and I believe we will have another lap after the end of this one. This is lap 5 of qualifying. We will have another lap, but right now Jeff crosses the line. Will he improve? No, he does not. Masqueravis does not either. Arya Carmona, no. Prolime hits 33.83. Again, I believe G4 improves up to 8th. Mr. Crunk is down in 10th. Pumpkin is up in 3rd now. Avionics, their car completely suits this track. It looks like their lucky day. Here we go, the final lap of qualifying. Can Jeff put it on pole? Will he even start from the front row, or will someone beat him out for it? It's 33, it's 34, it's not an improvement. Arya Carmona, however, will improve up to pole position. Prolime does not. Kiato improves up to 3rd. And I believe that's it. Botty improves up to 10th, beats out Mr. Crunk. Let's take a look at the qualifying results then. Here we go then, and I believe this is probably the most incredible qualifying I've seen. Let's just open the token spends just to give you an idea of what's going on. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. That should work. Hopefully that's still pretty good. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay. Arya Carmona in a race, in a qualifying where 15 out of the 20 drivers spend tokens. Arya Carmona spending no tokens at all starts from pole position. Prolime 4 spending only 2 tokens with that's a solid car with joint 4th best car, and Arya Carmona's is also SCR joint 4th best. Prolime with 2 tokens starts from the front row. Then we have Kiato, who just at the end there with spending all 4 tokens starts from 3rd. Jeff Day Jeff spends 4 as well, will start from 4th. Pumpkin spends 3, starts from 5th. Great qualifying for both the SCRs and the Avionics drivers. Gamer15 spending 2 tokens starts from 6th, not too bad as well. Yoa is spending 2 tokens, starts from 7th, solid for him as well. Masqueravis spends 4 tokens, will only start from 8th, will look to improve in the race itself. G4 spending 2 tokens, starts from 9th, solid stuff in such a high token spend race. Botty spending 3 tokens, down in 10th, considering they have the 2nd worst car. That is still a solid job indeed. Then we have Mr. Crunk spending 2 tokens, only down in 11th, will definitely look to be improving on that. It's just a very high token spend race, so a lot of tokens will be wasted here. Boken 34 spends 2 tokens, only 12th. It's understandable. Edvarditos spends 1 token, starts from 13th, is not too bad. Ellie also 1 token, starts from 14th, not too bad, but obviously not a great situation for any of them. Smalls 2 tokens, but in the worst car starts from 15th, really struggling with that lack of speed. Belgian Senna, no tokens, starts from 16th. Cloud no tokens, 17th. Goose no tokens, 18th. Banana Boy 1 token, starts from 19th. Toad Speed no tokens, starts from 20th. But definitely the headline right now is that the 4 token spenders, we've got 3rd, 4th, they lock out the 2nd row plus 8th, and the front row, and especially pole position, tokenless pole. Will Arya Carmona be able to keep that going in the race? That is the question that is most interesting. But here we go for 25 laps. Rain is on. Let's get underway for the second half of JV West Season 5. Here we go then. Ari Carmona starts on the mediums. The drivers behind her on the softs. Jeff also on the mediums. A lot of mediums users behind. Let's just zoom out a bit more because this is gonna be a chaotic fest, but Aria Carmona with a great start. Kiato now slowed down. Pumpkin up into the podium and looking to pass Proline, but Kiato's recovered back up into second now. Aria Carmona with a great start. Let me remind you, 15 drivers are spending tokens in this race. Aria Carmona is not one of them. And the clouds coming soon. Pumpkin, Kiato, Proline fighting for podium positions there. Gamer and Jeff. A bit of a squabble for fifth. Botty is up now into there. Mr. Crunk gets a penalty after a good start. Yoa with a bad start. They're only 9th and 10th in the best car on the grid according to the Car Performance Index. Masca Bravas keeps 8th. But it's Jeff into the lead of the race. Aria Carmona is now suffering on the second lap already. Down into 7th, and that wouldn't last for long, and it sure doesn't, as Aria Carmona is now down into 8th. Jeff takes the lead of the race. He's one of the drivers spending 4 tokens alongside him. Kiato and Masca Bravas. Masca Bravas currently struggling down in 7th. It's Botty with 3 tokens. He and Pumpkin are the only drivers spending 3 tokens. He gets past Kiato for second place. Gamer holding on to 4th at the current moment. Masca Bravas is up into 5th. Pumpkin drops down to 6th. Proline down to 7th. Ari Carmona still running in 8th. It's a terrible start for Matzer. 9th and 11th as G4 gets past Mr. Crunk for 10th position. Let's of course also take a look at the tires here. Yoa is on the hards, which, knowing from Challenger Virtual, is not a good tire to start a race in Valencia on, and that might explain why he dropped a few positions since then. Jeff is far away now. Kiato, Masca Bravas, Botty play close, but it looks like a boring day in the office. After 4 laps here at Valencia, as the highest token spenders are in the top 5, except for Pumpkin, who's struggling with Gamer a bit here. His teammate looks for a move as a result, but no move can be found there. A lot of drivers on the mediums, but also on the softs. Masca is through past Kiato now. Botty running in 4th. Gamer still ahead of Pumpkin. Proline in 7th. Ari Carmona is still holding on to the top 8, not spending any tokens at all. You can see Proline already suffering on the softs. I imagine Masca, Kiato and Botty are not too much better off. Masca within a second of Jeff Day. Jeff Day look like the 2 top competitors for the race when at the current moment. Pumpkin already struggling in the mediums as well. Is Avionics car struggles on the grip? Yeah, they do have 2 grip, which is below average. So that might explain it, but then you of course have Jeff and Eric Carmona who only have 1 grip, or Gamer who has 0 grip. All of these drivers have chosen to start on the mediums. Masca goes into the pits now for a set of hards. Botty into the pits for a set of mediums. Proline exiting in 12th. He's onto another set of softs. Kiato stayed out an extra lap. Toad Speed have 3 grips, so he might just be able to pull it off. But yeah, Yoa started in the hard, so did G4. A lot of medium runners as well as Kiato enters the pits, and Gamer 15 is up through into 2nd position. Pumpkin promoted to the podium. Masca Bravas having pitties and 4th undercuts. Kiato, who's now behind Aria Carmona, the tokenless surprise that Valencia has given us. Yoa is up into 7th and Mr. Crunk in 9th. Even Boken34 is up in 10th, fighting off Botti and Prolime, who are on fresh tires. Botti gets through into the final points position as Masca Bravas with the fastest lap of the race at the current moment. Jeff running comfortably in the lead. Pumpkin is the first medium runner into the pits, I believe. And he goes onto another set of mediums. Jeff comfortably in the lead, of course. He will be pitting soon, I imagine. He's got only one grip on that car, and those mediums look really worn. But he's still not struggling too much, on the other hand, but he has lost about a second to Gamer15 behind, so that shows you the difference in grip. However, Gamer15 goes into the pits, Jeff does not. Jeff decides to wait it out, but now Sun is announced, so there is no reason to worry about rain. Gamer15 pits onto another set of mediums after 9 laps. We'll be looking to finish onto a set of softs for 7 laps. I believe if he takes these mediums 9 laps as well. Jeff is now nearly 10 seconds ahead of second. That goes down to 8.8 now. It's 7.5 as Jeff enters the pits. 6.6. Masca slowly catching him, and Jeff picks the softs. And will he exit out in front in the lead of the race? He took the mediums for 10 laps, and now he's taking the softs, and he's still in the lead of the race. This race is as good as his at this current point in time, as Masca and Kyato behind are on the hards, so he can run away quite quickly here. But again, after nearly everyone has pitted, G4 still hasn't. Yoa and Mr. Crunk have pitted now. After everyone's pit stops, Matt is the free 4 token spenders up in the podium positions. Gamer15, however, still performing above his expectations. He's up in 4th, spending 3 tokens. Botti, after his pit stop, is down in 7th, which is not great for him. Pumpkin in 5th, close to Gamer. Prolime just ahead of Botti. Then it's Ari Carmona as G4 finally pits off the hards. Promotes both the Matzers opposition. They're both in the points now. G4 on fresh mediums and electric racing drivers are just outside of the points in 12th and 13th. Jeff has extended the gap behind to 3 seconds now with his use of the softs. Very interesting onto what tire he will choose to end. Maybe it will be 2 sets of softs as he's willing to extend them like he did the mediums. But he's got to watch out for Masca's pace on those hards. Kyato now looks to have lost the back of Masca Bravas. However, Pumpkin's still keeping up with Gamer15. Then it's Botti, Area, Carmona. It looks like Prolime is down into 9th, having pitted for a 3rd time onto another set of softs. G4 and Mr. Crunk fighting for 10th for the final points position. Not a great token spent for Matzer once again, but they still have a strong car, and if not this season, they'll be hoping to keep that momentum into next season and improve on it. Prolime on fresher tires. Vanyoa looking to chase him down. He started the race from the front row, I believe, and he's dropped down to 9th at the current moment. Even Aria Carmona is in front. In fact, Gioa's catching up to Aria Carmona. He's on the soft. She's on the hards right now as Botti enters the pits again. It looks like he is dropping positions with his strategy. Not a great strategy in that case. Yoa is through into 6th position as he overtakes Aria Carmona. Botti exits out in 9th. Boken currently in 10th, ahead of both Mr. Crunk and G4. Pumpkin still close behind Gamer, tries to lap Banana Boy, who's spending 1 token here today, and he is down in 19th. Small spending 2, down in 16th. The Monkey Racing team really struggling this season, and their low token spends did not help at all. Pumpkin is through into 4th place. We've got Prolime and Balti fighting for 8th, letting Arya Carmona run away, and it's Balti through into 8th position. Boken 34 pits, he's down into 13th. Now Advertito's not sharing the same success as Gamer, spending 1 token less. He's down in 14th. Gamer still running up in 5th position, and Balti now uses his boost, gets past Arya Carmona into 7th place. Prolime struggling to achieve the same, but there he goes round the outside of the final corner. Yoa is into the pits now. Goes for 7 mediums. I think he'll take those tires to the end as his teammate overtakes him, but on worn out mediums. Jeff is into the pits, but so is Masca Bravas. Will Kiato be pitting as well? Yes, no. Kiato not into the pits. He overtakes Masca Bravas. He still exits behind Jeff, who has in fact put on the mediums to finish with 8 laps of mediums. Kiato still out on those hards, looking to maybe finish on the softs. Masca Bravas is going to finish on the mediums. Pumpkin looks to maybe finish on those softs. It's Balti, Gamer 15 overtaking Balti on fresh hards. He's pitted recently. Prolime will have to pit again soon. Kiato and Masca Bravas fighting. Kiato's into the pits finally. And he has picked the softs. Will he be able to catch up to at least Masca for that 2nd place? That's the question, really. Pumpkin not too far from him now. Gamer 15, Balti close together. Arya Carmona still running in 7th tokenless. That's just an incredible feat. Starting on pole position as well. Yoa in 8th. G4 currently in 10th behind Prolime in 9th with fresh softs. So G4 will have to pit soon. And I believe Mr. Crunk or Boken will inherit the final points position. Right now, Jeff is in the lead of the race, 3 seconds ahead of Masca. But Masca is doing pretty well for himself. Makes that gap, closes it down to under 2 seconds. Kiato's really far from them, and he's only lost more time, it looks like. So it looks like 3rd from him, as long as he doesn't lose 3rd to Pumpkin. Balti is back up into 5th, so his strategy looked worse for Ware earlier on, but right now he's looking quite alright. Gamer in 6th. Hards is an interesting choice. Arya Carmona will have to pit eventually. Those hards have seen better days. Balti is into the pits again for a set of softs. Pumpkin is into the pits again for a set of fresh softs. Arya Carmona, of course, has to be in the pits. She's on for a set of fresh softs. G4 finally into the pits. Nothing else, no other choice rather than softs. Yes, there he goes. Exits out in 12th. So right now we've got Jeff running in the lead of the race. He's under 2 seconds ahead of Masca Bravas. Kiato in 3rd. Gamer 15 running in 4th quite comfortably, as I don't think those softs will catch up to him no matter how fast they are. Pumpkin in 5th. Balti in 6th. Prolime in 7th, slightly more worn softs. Yoa in 8th. Arya Carmona running in 9th. Mr. Crunk in the final points position in 10th, looking to just run away from Boken on fresher, soft tires and hopefully not get attacked by G4 either. He is quite close to Arya Carmona ahead. Belgian Senna giving him some big troubles, but he manages to get through. Looking to chase down Arya Carmona for 9th, it's the least he could do. Masca is now about a second behind Jeff, and with that we can also see Mr. Crunk trying to catch Carmona. Masca looking to lap Mr. Crunk, which slows him down in his pursuit. Boken is now closed down to Mr. Crunk, overtakes for 10th position behind there, while Masca is still closing down Jeff. Is the penultimate lap of the race. I have to see how it goes. Jeff looking pretty comfortable. They've got the exact same tires. It's completely car based, even as they've got the exact same number of tokens. Who will win here at Valencia? Jeff de Jeff, the current favourite throughout this entire race, 25 laps, and he's done nothing wrong. Incredible race from him so far. Mr. Crunk is back up into 10th, but he is far away from Eric Carmona. Not sure if he can catch up now. Pumpkin closing down on Gamer 15. He's got a huge tire advantage, and he goes and he takes 4th. Right now, Jeff de Jeff Mascabravas could not close down that gap further. It's under a second now, but it's too little too late as Jeff de Jeff rounds the corner to win. The Spanish J-Prix Mascabravas comes home in second. Kiato will finish his home race up in third. Pumpkin and Gamer fighting until the very end. Gamer takes 4th back, but he goes wide on the hairpin, looking for a move around the outside. He doesn't have the traction. It's Pumpkin in 4th, Gamer 15, 5th. But he crosses the line just behind him in 6th position. Prolime in 7th. Yoa finishes in 8th. In the end, Aria Carmona finishes in 9th. Tokenless, incredible performance for SCR. Mr. Crunk finishes down in 10th. G4 just outside the points in 11th. Boken 34 and 12th. Ellie and Edwarditos close together. Ellie will finish just ahead in 13th. Edwarditos in 14th. Game on Goose, the second highest tokenless spender, looks to be finishing in 15th, but he's a second ahead of Smalls. Well, I have to say, qualifying was definitely the craziest part of the race. Goose finishes in 15th, Smalls in 16th with 2 tokens, Banana Boy in 17th with 1, Cloud tokenless finishes in 18th, then Toadspeed in 19th, and finally Belgian Senna, the guy without a token plan who somehow still scored tokenless points, he finishes in 20th. And there you have it. That was the Spanish J-Prix. What a way to start off the second half of the season. And still anyone up for grabs. Masca manages to get P2 on the fastest lap, but will that be good enough for Fast Flying Fox to continue their lead? Most likely, but will they be able to secure that promotion spot? We will have to sit around and find out. We'll see you next week for round 6, which will be at Portimao for the Portuguese J-Prix, so we'll see you then. Here are the results. See you then.